Hello, I'm IBX Toycat and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about mods in the context of Minecraft Xbox and Minecraft PlayStation. And this is a very hotly discussed issue, not only because mods are perhaps the most requested feature ever for Minecraft console, since the beginning, but also because there's been a couple of, pieces of quote-unquote proof floating around that mods are definitely coming in the next update. First in the form of like some leaked images, and second in the form of the credits for Minecraft console. I want to kind of debunk both those things first, because neither of those are true. They both have reasons behind them. And then I wanted to talk about the truth behind mods in Minecraft console, how they could be coming, and how they would look like if they did. So if you like this sort of stuff, please do like through and let me know. It helps out the channel a lot and lets me know you do like it, and it also lets me know that you want to see just the facts and not me saying every few days that, oh look, there's this image someone posted, they didn't say it's real, but it means Minecraft mods are definitely coming. Yeah, it lets me know you want to see this instead of that, and that would be very much appreciated. Anyway, let's get straight into this. So let's start by debunking the quote-unquote proof we've seen regarding, the mods coming to the next update, because we don't have any proof so far. We haven't had any proper confirmed stuff, but what people say is that if you check the credits, you can see Mo Creatures in there, and this is true. You can see Mo Creatures, which is a PC mod, a pretty cool one, in the credits. However, this isn't because they're going to be in the next update. This is because the horses, which came in the last update, were actually, helped by them, because if you check this a little bit from the Minecraft wiki, horse creation was assisted by Dr. Zark, creator of the Mo Creatures mod, whose horse was a baseline for Minecraft's horse models. So, there you go. It's just they helped out make the horse model. That's the only reason they're in there. As a fun fact, if you check the additional programmers, you'll see Hippopotamus, who is a guy who made the piston originally, and then it was put in the game. It's the exact same thing. It doesn't mean all his other mods are coming into the game, and for the same reason, Mo Creatures is not coming into the game, or at least it's not as likely, any other mod is just as likely. I think Mo Creatures could be coming, but it's just as unlikely as any other mod. And second of all, the second piece of proof you might have seen floating around the internet, and lots of YouTubers claim is true, is the furniture mod and the ore spawn mod. So I'll show them to you right now. As you can see, this is the Xbox Xbox One in particular, creative menu, and it's got the ore spawn mod and the furniture mod, which is it actually does look really convincing. It's like, oh, this looks like it's just functioning in the game, and it is a very cool proof of concept. However, it was always meant to be just that, because he posted, the guy who made this posted on Planet Minecraft and just said that this is how mods would look like if Pokemon, Lucky Blocks, etc. were added into U26, and they said they're pumped about it, and in the pictures you can see them. He was kind of vague with his wording, but it was very clear that he wasn't saying this was official. The whole thing is just, oh, this is how it would look, and then he kind of did it in a funny way, but a lot of people just ran with it and said this is how it looks. However, even since then, he's been even more clear. He's like being very explicit, and he said a story of mods were confirmed on the image, and he's also said that it's very clear they aren't confirmed. This is nothing to do with 4J. So yeah, this was never proof, and it's even less proof now, 100% debunked. However, what I think this is really cool, if you combine this with a few other things we've seen before as proof of concept, I can actually show you how mods would work on console. So I would imagine they'd be cool concept, something like a content pack, like like just a resource pack, not a resource pack, like a pack of something on the consoles, because we have texture packs, skin packs, and mashup packs, optional content packs, whatever you want to call them. But this is how they would work if you were to download them. So you'd go to your downloadable content, you'd find optional content packs there. You'd pay either free for a lot of them. I'd imagine they'd have to release at least a few for free. But if you were to pay for them, you'd pay 79p, 99 cents, $1.99, some tiny amount, and then you'd get the pack. Once you had it downloaded, you could go to your worlds, and you'd have the option for optional content packs, as you can see here, and they could be turned on with the texture packs. And this is how I think the consoles could do mods better than the PCs in some way, because there'll never be mods in the the fact that there's infinite numbers of them. There's literally there's probably millions of mods for the PC, if not hundreds of thousands. On the console, there might only be 5 or 6 for the longest time, but because the texture packs are managed by 4J, and so would be the content packs, this would mean that all the content packs would work in all the texture packs. So you could play the fancy texture pack on, it looks like there's a guns mod here, for instance. This isn't obviously coming to the game, but you could see how you could have the fancy version of the gun content pack. You'd have the Christmas version of it. You could have all these different texture packs, and that's where I think the potential in this comes from. So once you obviously put that mod on, if you went as creative, you could see if it was ore spawn, for instance, here was how it was look. So this is what this was meant for. This was meant as a proof of concept, and I think if you combine these images together, you get a really good look at how mods could work on Minecraft console. So let's talk about the facts as to whether mods are coming to Minecraft console. Are they likely at all? The answer to that is kind of. I think they're definitely a future feature for the future, but as far as the next update, they're far from confirmed. We've only had a few features confirmed, and mods are definitely not one of them. However, what we have heard, this has come up in at least a few interviews, when the game first started, they really wanted to put mod support in there so anyone could mod it. However, it breaks a lot of the Xbox Live, it was just on 360 at the time, breaks a lot of the Xbox Live and then later PlayStation Network, kind of terms of service to let people do that and to kind of encourage them to. So even though you can mod Minecraft console and they will never do anything about it, you're not ever officially allowed to. That's why, I mod the game saves and stuff, and people do that sort of stuff. It's kind of okay. You're allowed to do that to some extent. They just turn a blind eye. However, they've always wanted to put mods in the game in some form, so they said after they couldn't, do proper mod support, they're like, okay, so we'll just have mod packs in the game. It's been a few years since they made those comments, but then later on, I think this was about 6 to 8 months ago, they hinted just for the release of the I think it was just before the release of the Minecraft Xbox One, they were like, oh, so, talking about lots of cool stuff comes to the console. What about Hunger Games? And then they mentioned how someone had made Hunger Games for the console, they'd seen someone's map, and what I thought was really cool is that they responded saying, yeah, we'd love to see Hunger Games in the console, that's something we're intending to put in there. So, Hunger Games is the only mod we really had confirmed so far, because obviously you'd have to have it in there like that. And I think Hunger Games makes a good point for how, resource packs, content packs, whatever you want to call them, could be a really cool jumping off point for a bunch of different things. So imagine a Hunger Games and other minigames mod. So maybe it's free, maybe you have to pay 99 cents, whatever it is, but it can simulate the server experience on your console. So this is the most likely one, so that's why I'm talking about this one in so much depth. But, you could have it so that when you have this on enabled, you can pick a place in your world where everyone spawns, people can't move until the game starts, and when they die, their stuff spews everywhere, and they can't attack players. They lose their ability to attack players. So you can have all that stuff happen automatically, and it makes the game so much easier. Playing Hunger Games would be easier, and it means everyone could do it. Right now, if you want to play Hunger Games, you have to make your own map and then find players, which is such a small percentage of players, or you can try and get lucky and hope someone else has done the same thing. If you just make it a mod for everyone, then anyone can do it with any one of their friends, as long as they have some form of map. And I think that's a really cool, really interesting possibility. You'd even make it fill the chests automatically. You could do it with Sky Wars, you could do that with, the Dragon Room in East minigame. There's a bunch of really cool minigames you could put in the game in that way, and a minigames mod or content pack would be a great way to do that. But that's not the only way they could do their stuff. And something I think is interesting, again, this isn't a full-on confirmation, this is just slight hints, is 2 of the features. So we've had 3 kind of features confirmed or hinted at so far. The first one is we had custom super flats confirmed. They're coming in this next update. But we also had, custom crafting, the way PC crafting works. That has been confirmed. And we had a very strong hint towards llamas. So obviously these things would be very different to the way things work right now. And I think these could be, they're not definitely, these could be hints at different content packs or mods, because imagine the llamas, they could be part of a, extra mobs pack. So if you want to have extra mobs in your world, you can enable it. If you don't, you can disable it. Simple as that. And of course, with the text packs thing, it works pretty magical like that. And llamas could be one of these, things they just happened to be working when they got that tweet. Again, this was just, this could be nothing, but that's just one thing there. And again, with the, the PC crafting, there could be a content pack to make the game feel slightly more like the PC. It could make it so, you have a slightly wider field of view, for instance. It could make it so you have, the PC crafting and a few other things like that. Maybe it moves the hotbar to where the PC's version is. It can do a few things to make the game feel a bit more like that, and maybe that's how classic crafting's come into the game. Maybe it is just going to come into the game by default, and I imagine there's a decent chance it is, but if you consider all this stuff together, all the things they've said, then it starts to paint a picture that maybe, just maybe, mods are coming in the next update. I don't think it's very likely. I think it's, if I had to give you a percent chance, I'd say like a 20% chance, but I think it's definitely on the horizon, because mods are coming at some point, and they've hinted at a few things that sound quite mod-like. You put 2 and 2 together, and you might just get 4. That's what I think anyway. So, yeah, mods not definitely confirmed, but looking pretty likely. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Again, this is mostly speculation. It's far from confirmed. I just want to make sure that's clear to everyone. I like to be truthful in these videos. And yeah, thank you for watching the video. Like it if you did like it, share it if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here. It helps out the channel a lot, and it means you see my videos daily on your homepage, which I imagine you might want to do. Maybe. Anyway, I'd like to believe you'd like to do. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.